For 2 decades, Chinese students have worn a loose-fitting tracksuit as part of their mandatory uniforms.
Large parts of
but recently,
China,
many have started raising questions whether their tired, unadherent design is outdated.
Has reached hazardous levels in the cities of Beijing.
China's Henan province have decided to make a change. Sarah Xue reports.
The sports tracksuits have been the iconic image of Chinese students since the 1990s. But in recent years, debate has been stirring, especially online, about the uniform's design and aesthetic appeal. The issue came to the forefront this March when the U.S. First Lady Michelle Obama visited an elite Beijing high school. Most online commentators agreed that Chinese mainland school uniforms looked very unattractive, some even calling them the ugliest in the world. In China, school uniforms are designed to prevent students from comparing themselves with each other and to eliminate the need to think about what to wear. The universal style also aims to avoid comparisons of wealth, but many students think that the same goal can be achieved with differently designed uniforms. Last April, the Henan Provincial Experimental School in Zhengzhou, the capital of Henan Province, decided to let the students design their uniforms. The sketches were collected from the students and then passed to manufacturers. After bringing the ideas to life, a contest was held where everyone will vote for their favorite design. Last September, when the new uniforms were given to the students, they never imagined their dreams would come true so soon.
I'm so glad that we could be part of it, choosing the uniform we dreamed to have based on our sense of aesthetics. So far, other schools are still ordering the traditional loose tracksuit. I'm very proud that our school made one step forward.
We used to be jealous of students from Japan, South Korea and other European countries, as they have very fashionable school uniforms. But I'm so happy we have our own style in our new school uniform. It represents the culture and spirit of our schools.
Students have their own sense of aesthetics at their age. We wanted to help them discover it and develop it by involving the design or choosing their own school uniforms. It's very important.
School uniforms at the Henan Experimental School have won praise from parents and the public for their effort to involve students in designing and choosing the uniforms. And now some other schools are following suit. School uniforms are just some of the memories that students will keep as they grow into adulthood. And hopefully, with these new designs, students will have a more positive and pleasing memory of their school years. Sarah Xue, CCTV, Zhengzhou.
Yunnan province was shaken by a 6.6 magnitude quake on Tuesday. At least one person was killed and 328 others were injured. The majority of the casualties were reported in the city of Pu'er in Jinggu County, where the epicenter was monitored. Over 92,000 people in Jinggu were affected by the quake, and 60% of them have been relocated. President Xi Jinping has ordered an all-out effort to rescue quake victims, and Premier Li Keqiang has called for an assessment of its severity and organizing rescue operations, including relocating residents and providing supplies. Yunnan has initiated the Class 1 emergency response, the highest, sending rescue staff and materials to the affected areas. Jia has the latest.
A strong and shallow earthquake. The 6.6 magnitude quake shook southwestern China last night. The quake hit at a shallow depth of just 5 kilometers. Preliminary assessments show nearly 125,000 residents were affected, and about 13,000 buildings were damaged, including schools and public facilities. The quake struck at 9:49 p.m. local time when most residents would have been in their homes.
I was about to sleep at that time. I suddenly felt dizzy and the house was shaking. My wife was bathing. I called her to get out. Both of us ran downstairs and the street was packed with people.
Over 200 aftershocks have registered since the quake struck. Yunnan's Provincial Seismological Bureau gave news briefing on the quake on Wednesday. Seismologists are warning of further possible aftershocks in Yunnan province over the coming days.
According to our analysis, residents in the earthquake zone should take precautions to deal with possible aftershocks of magnitude 5 to 6 in the next 3 days.
Despite the possible aftershocks, situation in the quake zone is gradually improving. Over 2,000 soldiers have been dispatched and are carrying out rescue operations. So far, power and communication has been fully restored. 11,000 tents have been sent to the quake zone. Experts say the building materials of the local houses contributed to the low death casualty since they are less vulnerable to earthquakes. Besides, the population density in the areas around the epicenter is only 48 people per square kilometer. Authorities have sent 7 groups of experts to 6 counties to ease the threat of residual damage or further geological problems stemming from the quake.